Okay, let's do it. So 8 D 22. Okay. B uh 4. Okay, and then you're supposed to solve for E over here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would you do it?
Yep. So I think you divide 22 by 8.
22 by 8. You mean like this?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, set it up as a proportion. I think you meant to do proportion. And then what?
Yeah.
You're right,
And
by the
then
way, so far.
you times the 4 by that.
Okay, now I'm glad that I have had you started first because the way it's meant to be done, I'll show it to you right now. So far, so good. Guess what? The way you started, it's perfectly right. So here's how this works. It doesn't have to be exactly this arrangement. I'll show you both variation of it. So you're supposed to set up a portion. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 100% sure the way it's supposed to be done, like the way your teacher wanted to be done. But of course, there's shortcuts, like what you're about to tell me. By the way, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to work. But if you do it this way, you can always go back and check your work. Here's how. So it's a proportion. What it is that now the concept goes like this. But I know like why do I have to actually look at this? Yes, for later on, and when you're in geometry course, literally label as geometry, you have to know this concept, and therefore everything fall into its place. So, for example, they're saying, hey, these two are similar. Why? Here's why. The AB will be similar. The sides will be similar to DE. If you look at it right here, see it? AB. Oh, I'm sorry, over
Yeah.
here. AB. Where's the AB? Sorry, the AB is over here. Sorry, not the C inside. The length AB. The capital A is hidden right here. Right. This will be similar to that. And if you go and look at this BC, it will be similar to EF. BC similar to EF. Just because of that, and you could keep going all the on the last side, but all you need is two. Here's how. You could proportionalize it by setting this over that one, look, C over F, and then A over D. That's the proportion that you're supposed to do if they're involving one of those sides, like those sides. I kind of bubbled them. Okay, but if that's confusing, let me try to write it out as a proportion. Here we go. Let me show it to you. Yeah, we don't have to be that complicated, but in geometry, they make you actually figure out what is AB. They literally what is AB similar to. You have to kind of look into the triangle, the pictures to solve that. It's a little bit more fancier though. Okay, anyway, so you went with this over that. Guess what? You have to proportionalize it with E over 4. Let me see you understand this and you're okay with it. Let me see if this makes sense to you. So this is how it's supposed to be done, 100%. Now, one of the ways though. So let me go again. You chose this triangle and then put it over the other triangle. There's nothing wrong with it. You can do it the other way around if you want. But since you chose this one over 8, that means you have to choose E over 4. Do you see that? Like in that order. So when
Yeah.
you see it that way, you could set it up literally as an equation, or they call it proportion. When it's fraction equals to another fraction. So can I ask before I continue solving this? Have you seen this look something similar to that? Like, in your
Yeah.
course? Yeah. So this is how they want it. Now, the way you said it, there's nothing wrong. It's like you just do the math quickly without having to write out the equation, the proportion. Yeah. If you were to continue mentally, you would multiply 22 and 4, then divide it by 8. But it's faster if you do it this way. First, you set it up this way. I know it's like more writing. How could it be faster? Well, math wise, yes, it's faster because it's not that difficult. Here, this is how I would do I guess you call it I. Exactly this if you chose to go here first and then here. So I would continue this way. I reduce this 11 over 4, like half and half, then rewrite the other side, and then now, can I ask, how would you solve this? Pretend it's not triangle related at all. Anything relating to similar triangles. How would you solve something like this? Obviously, I haven't worked with you on it. So, yes, how would you solve for E?
Um, you notice that the denominators are the same, so the numerators also have to be the same.
Good job. This is easy. This one is easy. So the answer for E is going to be 11. But let's do another one. E is 11. Can we check E right now? Is there 11 right here? I think. Is that what we're going to use? Yeah, I don't know how you
Yeah.
use. I don't know how you actually put it together. I never get this thing. I'm the math person, but I never understand the puzzle. By the way, I mean I think I can, but so just keep tab of it. So it's 11. I don't know what that means. What are you going to use that 11 for? I'm sorry. I'm like I'm lame. I apologize. Oop. Yeah, I really don't understand it. I think I've done
I
something before like this, but you can
I
tell
think
me.
I think I think because that's letter I, I'd put an I there. So
Ah,
then, like,
okay. I see. I
and
see.
then
I
for
see. Okay, so keep tab of it. I'll put I here. Oh, oh. Yeah, I never really played these puzzle game, but I think I remember it. Okay, now watch T. Watch this one. I think we're doing T. I guess any order. And, okay, let's do T. So watch. Now I know you're gonna label them. You could. Okay, go ahead and draw them, or you can watch me label them. I'll label A. Okay, A is missing, but F is 32. I'll keep erasing this. I guess. Let me see if I can do it right here. Nope, I have to do another layer. Okay, let me do it layer on top of it, so I could erase it later on. Okay, so I'm getting used to the app. It's a drawing app, so it's anyway. So A is what you're solving. Wait, I'm lost. It's D. D is what you're solving for. D is what you're solving for. So okay, that means you will B. Where's B? B is 6 right here. E is 15 right here. A is 8, and you're supposed to solve for D. Okay, let me see the layer still there. Okay, now watch. This is how you can set it up. 8 over D equals to 6 over 15. See, I went here to there, but side to the other side, but from the first triangle to the second triangle. It does not have to be. You can do this triangle to that triangle. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
So I hope you see. So they're similar, the side is facing. So that's similar there. That's why I put it on top of each other. But there's another configuration. But let's keep doing this configuration for a little while, and then I'll show you another configuration. But okay, from here, you can cross multiply it. Now, I don't recommend you do it yet because the number gets really big. Do you remember cross multiplying, like solving, like this times that on
yeah,
one side? Yeah. The reason I don't want to do it yet is because if I do 8 times 16, it's going to bloat it up. Well, I could do something a little smaller. How? I could reduce that. Watch. And then I'll ask you what to do next. Okay. So let's see, half and half. So 3 and 8. Okay. But over here is 8 over D. Now, how would you solve for D? All right, let's see.
you can still cross multiply.
Yeah, yeah, not like the other one. This one is, they're not this. You don't have the same numerator or anything like that. Yeah. So anyway, yes, cross multiply. It'll be 3D on one side equals 8 times 8. Is that how you do it, right? 8 times 8. So it's 64 on the other side. Is that okay?
Yeah,
And then divide both sides by 3. Is that okay? Like that.
yeah.
Okay, now I noticed the answer has decimal, so I'm going to punch this in the calculator. So 64 divided by 3. I'll bring it in for you to see it too. And it never works like fast. Every time I do this, I'm embarrassed. Sorry. I keep like, okay, come on, give me the, yeah, okay, there you go. So 64 divided by 3. So it's 21.3 something. Where can I find that? Just to check if we got it right. You see 21.3 something. If not, I made a mistake. If not, I made a mistake.
I think it might be 21 and a third.
Yeah, 21 and 1/3. Yeah. If you were to actually do a mixed number, it will be 21. But I can't see it in there unless I miss something.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Okay, let me double check the math. So let me check if I plug it in correctly. You can watch me but check my of course, like what do you call it, when I place the number on the sides, whatever. Yeah, check everything. So we're doing T. Okay, let me see it one more time. We're solving for D, and B is 6, E is 15. Yeah, everything is good. So let me go again. 8 over D as to 6. Oh, it's 15, but I put 16. You see that? My fault. Oh, yeah. So it's my fault. So that means you can still reduce, but it won't be 3 over 8. It'll be 3 can go
It'd be
into,
2 over
yes, good
2
job.
over 5.
2 over 5. Yeah, 3 can go into both. 6, 2 times, and 15, 5 times. And then it will still cross multiply, but this will look different. 2 times D is 2D on one side. It doesn't matter which side. And then 8 times 5 is 40. Yeah, I think that's it. And divide both sides by 2, so the answer would be 20. So, okay. So I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Yeah, right here, 20. So that would be your T. I just put it there. I don't know again, I'm not sure what to do with it. I don't know. T. Okay. All right. Next one. So let's try E. But you do see the pattern, I assume, right? Oh, this will be E next. I can't
Yeah.
erase that for some reason. I think it have to be here. Okay, let me erase that because I'm on a layer. I'm doing layer thing. Okay. All right. E. All right. I can erase these without having. Yeah. Look how cool that is. This is a layer on top. So let's. You can redraw it, of course, if you want. Okay. So E. So we're gonna solve for A when F is 32 and C is 12 and D is 24. Now, check this out. In geometry, here's a huge concept here. And let me double check if this is actually correct. I know they're facing, they look the same, so therefore they should be similar with that wiggly line. Sorry, not like that, like this. Sometimes they use it like that. That's congruent. Similar normal is like one. Congruent have a bar like that underneath and like that. But this is similar. Okay, but let me double check here. AB is similar to DE, so yeah, everything looks good. BC looks EF, yeah, okay, it's all good. Yeah, when you do geometry, you have to check it because the pictures, right, could be deceiving. They make it in geometry, they make it to trick you bad. Seriously, okay, watch this one. I'll just go from the the first triangle to the second triangle, so it'll be 12 over similar side 32 as to A over 24. Now, when I'm doing this, do you see it now? How I'm, like proportionalizing it? You get it? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, but I'll do one more just like it, but then I'm going to show you another variation that give you the same answer. No kidding. I can do the same one here with the different variation even, but let's continue with it. Okay, I'll reduce this. The reason why, because if you cross multiply, that's like 2 digit times 2 digit times 2 digit. We don't kind of want that if you don't have to.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So let me see. 4 can go into both of them, right?
3.
3 times and 32 8 times. Yeah. And then we can cross multiply now. So, okay, so it'll be A times A on one side and is that right? Yeah. And then 24 times 6 on the other side, which is 60 plus 12, 72. Double check, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then divide both sides by 8. So it gives you 8. 9. So 9 is going to be E. E. Okay, that's E. Okay, cool. Let me erase this. It's like chalkboard. I mean, a little bit bigger here. And here too. I can't erase those. If I were to try, it will go completely white. I'm pretty sure once. See? So that's permanent. And you might think, how could you? No, you can't do it because of the order of the things that I've done. I can't go back that far. It's, yeah. If you into art, you probably know how to do it, how to deal with it. But I don't know fully. Okay, all right. So N, we're doing N. Okay, so let's do N. So I'm gonna label the sides. So C is what we're solving for. So I'll bubble that. F 15, B 7, E 3. Okay. Now, I have to show you the variation now, but watch. Let me go ahead and show you the one that the same pattern that we've been doing. C over 15 as to 7 over 3. Now, you could have done this differently. Here's how. Check this out, okay? This could be done. The answer will be the same. I'm going to prove it. We're going to do it right now. But okay, so another possible pattern is this. You don't have to go one over the top, over the other similar side. You don't have to, like arrange it like one over the other similar side. You can do it this way. You can do C over 7 as to 15 over 3. But you have to kind of like make sure that you're using this side to the longer side and you use this side to the longer side. How about that? See that? So this is sometimes
Yeah.
people do this. Depend on teachers too. Sometimes they do this. But I have to show you most possible pattern. Yeah, if it looks like you're following the same similar size proportionally, like one side over another side, because they're all they're all similar. And therefore the proportion, by the way, it'll be this to be that. So what? So let's just solve it. I just want to show you all the possible variation. Yeah, you don't have to go one jump to one side to the other side. You can stay on one triangle and then go to the other triangle, but you have to make sure that you're doing it exact same path. You can think this over that, this over that. Anyway, okay, I know you got this, but watch. Let's do both problem quickly, but I'll go ahead and do this first. This side first, 3c on one side. And what is that? 70 plus 35, so it's 105 on the other side. Divide both sides by 3, divide both sides by 3. So c equals, let me see, 3, 5, I think. Yeah. So it's 35. The answer is 35. Yeah. Okay, now watch. So yeah, let's go and find where 35 is and put C there. C. Yeah, C for 35 right there. Now watch. Let me do this quickly. This side too, right? 3C on one side equals to 7. Same thing. You see it? Get the same equation.
Yeah.
I don't have to continue. 105. But as you can see, you can do that. But more commonly, you want to do one side over the other side. That's more common. They do show that in most textbooks, but they do show you another variation like I did just now. But yeah, I just want to show you that. Okay, let's continue. Okay, actually back. Well, it's too long if I were to like try to undo everything bit by bit. I gotta erase as fastest. All right. Now I know you can do this, but let me oh goodness, and I went and draw the end on another layer. That's nice. It's all right. Erase. No. 1 second here. Oh, okay. I'm all confused. Okay. Anyway, now let me do Y. I know that you can do the other ones. I don't know how. I know you can do Y. Capital Y. Let me try Y. I hope you're okay. I know you can leave some space if you need to, or you know, I don't think you need to do it in any order, right? You can do it, but as long as you label the letter properly. Like, hey, I'm doing Y. You know, I'm doing Y. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you don't have to do any particular order. Okay, well, let me do the label F. Is what you're trying to find. So I'll bubble that. Doing right here. I'm doing this right here. C, 2.5. D, 24. A is 10. So yeah, same pattern. I would do, yeah, oh yeah, I just want to show you the variation first. You can do this over that on one side of the equation equals F over that on the other side of the equation. Now, why would you choose that? Sometimes the number come out nicer, or you can do the math faster. But I'm just going to go and do this over that. Okay, let's do it. Or, okay, check this out. Okay, this is when you can actually be clever, and you've seen it because you did it the very first one. So instead of doing that, I don't want F to be in denominator. It does not matter because you can cross multiply it anyway. But let's do it in the numerator this time. So I'm going to do F over 2.5 because if you do it in the numerator, it's easier to solve technically, but not much easier or anything. So I'll do F over 2.5, and then I have to go 24 over 10. I think you understand that, right? So 24 over 10.
Yeah.
So it'll be 24 over 10. Okay, now the way I see it is that since there are decimal, there are mixed number too. Dang it. It doesn't matter, I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, if I were you, I think you're doing this at home, I would just punch in the calculator. But before I punch in the calculator, this is what I would have done. Check it out. So I do F over 2.5. Is that okay? Like 2.5? Oh yeah, rewriting that. But this here, how do you deal with that? Well, you could reduce, but since you already have a decimal, might as well make that a decimal. But how? Do you remember how to write this as a decimal? What is 24 divided? Yeah.
2.4.
Yeah, 2.4. And then we're good. I don't know if you need to actually write the one underneath or not. If you multiply across, F is going to be the answer anyway, right? You see it? At one, okay, I'll write it over 1 so it's consistent. So F times 1 is F, and the other side is going to be 25 times, 2.5 times 2.4. So let's use the calculator here. Oh, I know. I keep going to my phone, but I can come over here and use it. 2.5 times 2.4. So it'd be 6. Look how nice, dude. So we don't have to actually, like deal with converting fractions and all that. Yeah, there you go. So f is 6. Oops. Where's my 6? There you go. 6 is f right here. Okay. All right. So I begin to understand. I remember it now. So there's a question, and if you finish all of this, the words will appear, right, in order, like here and here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it now. I promise I did not remember about 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago. I'm not kidding. I don't remember. But I do now. I do now. Yeah, is that F? I think it was F. So, I'm lame.
But I think it was K.
It was K. Was this K? The 6. What's above 6? I don't remember what I wrote there.
It
Are you sure?
might have
No,
been
it's
Y.
it's and wait, don't forget we were doing these ones. The right here, we were doing these ones. So that means the 6 got to be E or F. Why did it look like that? What was I writing? I don't remember what was I writing. I think it's E, okay? I think it's E. Do you have it written? Wait, this is F. Oh my gosh. It's F. We just finished it right now, but I capitalized
Yeah.
it. Look, okay, anyway, I'm not trying to, be a smart ass here, right? There's something about this. This is perfect example of like me being confused, and it's good for you to learn. Let me explain quickly. I mean, I know it's not a big deal. Check this out, okay? Check this out. Check this out. It's something that you can learn heavily when you get into higher math. When you do like especially physics and chemistry and science, not just that, it's just calculus, right? It's still math, right? It's like a higher level, which you will be because you're so capable. I know for a fact, coming for Carmen also, both of you guys are pretty up there. I know like, Carmen, had a little trouble here and there. But the way I see it, you guys are very capable, both of you guys. So if you were to push yourself far, you can go do the highest math that they have to offer. Let me explain. I got confused here and here. Here's why. In later math and higher math, the capital F is not the same as lowercase f. Did you know that? Let me give you an example. In later math, especially in 12th grade math, let's say calculus, right? Your lowercase v, they actually italicize it. Lowercase v is not the same thing as uppercase v. Okay, the lowercase v is in general stand for velocity. Italicize it, but to you guys it looks the same. To my students who are actually have not yet taken calculus, they're the same. But in later math, like I think it's as soon as algebra 2, by the way, this lowercase is velocity. The bigger one, now it's not always, it doesn't have to be unless you assign it differently. In general, v in calculus be velocity. The uppercase one is volume. You see that? So immediately my head will discern them differently. They're different variable. Yeah, in later math, you cannot actually exchange them. It's huge. It's wrong. Your teacher will not accept it. So yeah, so that's why my eyes actually didn't pick that. I just did F. I just did F just before, and then but I capitalized it there because I have been capitalizing every single letter up here. You see it up there? So that's my
Yeah.
confusion. I made myself. I confused. I did my thing and I confused myself. But yeah, but there's a learning thing. Now this F in starting algebra 2, right? The lowercase f is function notation. It looks like this, like your y. You might have seen it when you graph. It's y equal f of x. That has to do with graphing or function notation. While the capital F is completely different variable. It's like the side of a geometry a figure, like a rectangle or whatever. So anyway, it's 6. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's yeah. Anyway, I want to bring that up because you get to learn it soon, but you get to preview of what can it be like later on, right? All right. Now I want to move on to this triangle. I know you can finish them. Oh, and also I want to do the word problems down here, but let's do this side. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to do
Yeah.
it in any particular order. Yeah. So let me see. Let me pick the p because you got like a fancy fraction here. But let me see. I'm still on the layer. Yeah, I'm still on there. Okay. Let's do p. So let me expand this over here. I don't know if you find this amusing or not, like the oddest thing that I'm writing, I'm doing, but of course I'm still doing math. But p is what we're doing. Okay. So for p. capital P. Again, yeah, they're huge. It's huge. I know it may not be a big deal, but look, they lowercase these for a reason, like the variables and boldface them even. And oh yeah, there you go. Look, check this out. This is obvious in geometry. The angles are normally capitalized, not necessary. You go in geometry, when you get into geometry, they can actually do, they can make them any variable you want. It could be lowercase or whatever. But this is actually quite standard. See that? Opposite that would be lowercase. This is a lowercase, by the way. If you didn't know, look at the boldface one here. These are lowercase. I'm sorry, not the R. The angles are the uppercase ones. If you didn't discern it, okay. But I think you know it. Yeah, you know it. But yeah, when you solve for using trigonometry, it's huge. You can't just pick lowercase and then exchange for uppercase. So there, it's already kind of here in geometry. But anyway, P. So R, let me label the R, and let me double check quickly. RS, okay, it's similar to XY. Okay, I know it's good. Let me ST it. ST, the same thing as YZ. Okay, yes. So I want to make sure when you do geometry, you understand why I'm doing this because they tricked you. They can flip this triangle like I know you can imagine they flip the Z. Imagine flip it about this axis. Flip it right there. You put the Z in where the Y is. Everything will change. In geometry, they do this all day long just to see if you really follow this particular arrangement. It's a code, right? In geometry, it's literally like a code, but it's basically a rule. If you don't follow it, you get it wrong. They test you on this, by the way. So that's why I have to kind of eye it and see if they are in that order, like going around and around like that in the same particular order. And it is. So anyway, yeah, in geometry, you'll know why I did this, like checking it like this, like that, and then this and this. I had to check it based on this, based on this. That is huge. Oh, yeah. So anyway, it's all good. It's all good. All right, let's do it. Let me label it accordingly. So R is what you're solving for. Z is 5 here. X, lowercase x, 2 and 1/3. And 12. T is 12. So T is 12. So okay, they're all where they should be. Okay, then I'll go ahead and do R over 2 and 1/3. I want the R in the numerator. You don't have to. You don't have to. And then I went with this triangle to that triangle. I have to continue in the same pattern. So it'll be 12 over 5. Okay, then. Now I don't want to punch out in the calculator because you know it's going to be 2.333 something. So we have to deal with the fractions here.
Yeah.
They're not going to round the answer. I'm pretty sure, even though you got like 4 point something, but I'm sure it's terminated. This 4.39, it's terminated, meaning that it's exact answer with the 2 digits. So anyway, do you remember how to do this? Let me see. Now this is actually a learning lesson because I don't know how you normally do this complex. They call it a complex fraction. A number inside a fraction inside a fraction. Yeah, I don't use it. Like this is a fraction, a proportion. There's a fraction inside proportion.
Yeah.
Proportion is fraction. But how would you do this? Yeah, let me see. How do you normally do it?
Maybe like 5 divided by 2 and 1/3, and then 2 and 1/3 times that answer.
I divide them. What about cross multiplying? Do you not want to do it that way?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I meant solve for R. How would you solve for R when you have like a
Oh,
weird fraction inside a fraction? Yeah, how would you do it?
you just go
5R?
go 5R and just multiply them.
And this times that, right? Like 12 times 2 and
Yeah.
third. But but then of course, let me write it like this: 2 and 1/3. And then I'm sure you're gonna convert this into improper fraction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's do it, right? I hope. But there's another way too. You could do actually 12 times 2 plus 1/3. I don't know if you know that. In the old days, mixed number is written that way, not like this. Oh man, I don't know if you believe that or not. Mixed number in the old days, they don't write it like compressed. The 2 and 1/3 means 2 plus 1/3. But I don't know if you even care for that. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, anyway, okay, I'm bringing, yeah, I'm just, okay. So I guess you're gonna convert. I think this is no, normal way again, and I have not worked with you when you have multiplication of numbers and mixed numbers. Yeah, so it'd be 7/3 here and 5R. How would you continue here? There's something about it I want to see. Again, I'm learning what you
Uh,
know. Yeah, how would you continue?
so
There's
you
some.
times the
Okay, you times like
12.
this. How? Like,
Yeah.
okay, are you sure that's one you want to? Is there any other way?
You could
Yeah, if you times it, it will work. But is there any like nicer way than just times 12 times 7 and then 1 times 3? Is there any nicer way?
you could go 5 times 12 and then times 7/3.
Okay, not quite. Check this out. Okay, this is how I would have done it. What you said actually, first time, it's correct. The 12 times 7. But if you don't have to do that, because you try, if you don't have to do it like that, because there's another way to do it, you should. Guess what? It's cross canceling. See right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
It will make the number smaller than 12. You don't want to deal with the 2 digit times another digit if you don't have to. So 3 can go into 12 4 times and itself 1 time. Again, and I have not worked with you with this at all, like cross canceling. But do you follow though? You know how this works, right? Cross canceling, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be diagonally across each other, not across the equation symbol though. Careful, you can't do that. You understand? It has to be on the same side together. Yeah, timing
Yeah.
each other. Yeah, not like equating to another one. Okay, yeah, and then you can multiply straight across. And this is nice because the denominator being 1, you don't need to write it. I hope you're okay with that too. Yeah. Anyway, 28 over 1. I'm not gonna write 28 because you don't have to. And then divide both sides by 5. So R equals to 28 over 5. Let me see if there's a decimal number or it's a mixed number. Let me go ahead and divide by 5 here. So it's 5.6. If not, we'll do a mixed number out of it. So we have 5.6 or no? Nope, I think it's gonna be done mixed number. Okay, and it makes sense. Here's why: if the problem came as a mixed number, therefore it's likely that your answer had to be converted into a mixed number. You know what I mean? Like yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
what is that? 5 3/5.
3/5.
Yeah, you got it. I saw it there. Yeah, I saw it here. And that's your P right here. P. Got it? Okay, now, I don't know if this is anything fancy. Let's look at the word problems. I'll feel better if I cover it, if I help you with it. I don't think it's that bad. I think you don't have any trouble. Let me see. A flagpole casts a shadow. Okay, I see what's up here. This type of problem later on in pre-cal and calculus, they'll make this particular problem more elaborate. It's like way more challenging than this. But don't worry, by the time you get there, it's like you know everything about it, what you need to do to solve it. But right now, they worded it the same way as higher math word problems that relates to shadow and triangles, by the way. So anyway, let
Yeah.
me see. Yeah, the cast 25 like that meter, the shadow meter. Yeah, flagpole cast a shadow 25 meters long. If a woman who is 1.6 meters tall, casts a shadow. So yeah, this is related to similar triangles. I think you're okay with that. I'm sure. At the same time,
Yeah.
yeah. So there are similar triangles. The flagpole is what tall. So yeah, so this side is similar to that side. This side is similar to that side. So I would just set up the equation exactly from left to right. So here, be 1.6. Just in case I need space down here. So it's 1.6. Ignore the units. We can always put the units back to make it clean. Over h as to 4 over 25. Okay, yeah, that's how we do it. And then cross multiplied. 4 times h is 4h. 1.6 times 25. Let's use a calculator here. I get 40. That's nice. Yeah, look at that. Then divide both sides by 4. Then you get 10. Yeah, divide both sides by 4. Get 10. So it's going to be 10 meters high, the flagpole. There you go. So how do you even go and label that? Is it
I
it's
think
like
it's A.
is it A? But there are two tens though. Like AA, it's like that, right? I assume, yeah. And A here
Yeah.
too? Oh, I see. It's they're valves. I got it. I remember it now. They're valves. So you're gonna have like many valves. Yeah, I get it. Okay, what about M? Let me see. Okay, now you get to draw this on your own. So there you go. This is good. This is how it should be done. Okay, watch. I'll draw what they're trying to do here. A building. Okay, so I'll draw a building. And here's the ground. casts a shadow 37.5 meters long. Here's the shadow here. Like, I guess you can draw a triangle if you want. Here's the shadow and the building, but the shadow is here. So the triangle, you're not going to look at the body of the building, just the side of the building. It's okay. So I'll kind of like, yeah. But the shadow is here. I'll make it thicker. If a meter stick, okay, so you imagine meter stick. So I'm exaggerating. It should be smaller than this, by the way. So here's a meter stick that is who would stand up a meter stick, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're implying, right? I mean, the meter stick cannot stand itself straight up like that, but it's just hypothetical, it's made up stuff. If a meter stick casts a shadow, if you can actually glue it or have it stand on the same ground, it casts a shadow of 3. So here we go, meter stick, so it's 3 meters long, so it's 3 times that, but you don't have to be perfect, 3 times that, So there you go.
Yeah.
And here's your triangle, you want it, there it is. So the meter stick is right here. So it's 3 here. And at the same time, the building is how tall. So, but the meter stick, how tall is the meter stick? It's 1, right? Is that okay? They're trying to make it fancy. Get
Yeah.
it? Like, so you have to have a number to proportionalize it, right? Like, to that, have enough number to proportionalize it. So I'm going to call H for the building, the height of the building. Yeah, you can do X or anything you want. So there, that's my setup. Let me double check everything. Yeah, looks good. So here we go. I'll do H over 1 meter stick as to 37.5 over 3. I know I've not been writing the units, and they're all in meters. So since I didn't write meters, I'm going to erase that meters there too. Okay, so guess what? Yeah, we just cross multiply. Oop, that's not erased. So 3H is equals to this times 1. It's just going to be itself, 7.5. And then divide both sides by 3. And after that, you get your H equals, okay, let's see, 37.5 divided by 3. Oops. So it's 12.5. All right, 12.5 meters. That's how tall the building is. Okay. So there it is. Now, meters, okay, it's metric system. Okay. Let me see. Let me see where 12.5 is. Okay, there it is. I see it. And that's M. Is there any more 12.5? Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's one more. M right here. 12.5. Okay. Now, just quickly for the sake of, seeing what that 12.5 is like, because over here in America, we don't use metrics that much. In science, we do. But let's take a look. 12.5 meters. Let's do let's do feet, because I think you can imagine a foot is like the length of your arm from your hand. You can fist it. So it's 41 feet. Yeah, you see that? So that's pretty tall. Let's see. Normal height building in feet. Height of a building. A big building. Let's see. So in general, what do they give you there? What do they give you there? Approximately 10 to 14 feet per story. It depends how many stories. Why don't you just give me approximate? Okay, let me see. Approximate. I mean, it's okay. I mean, we don't have to dig into it. So it's like,
Yeah.
10 feet per story. If you have like, how many stories you got, yeah, of course, I'm asking to generically 10, let's say 10 stories, about 100 feet tall. So this is like 4-story tall, Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, because of what did I do? Because of the conversion there, about four-story tall building. There you go. All right. Anyway, okay. I know you're good, but let's see. I don't think there's anything fancy. Let me pick and choose here. Okay. Look at the maybe one or two more. I know you can finish them. No problem. Let me see. Let me see J. What's up with J here? 1, 2, and 3. What's up with that? Is there something fancy? Let's do J next. So what's
Okay.
up with the J here? All right, let me erase this too. Oh, I forgot to ask. Before your winter break, do you even take any math? Not just math, but is there any test exam do you have to do before? Like what class would you even do it for? What about math? Do you have any tests coming up before break?
No.
Oh, right. What about your other classes?
I had finals in what was it? Science.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Uh, are you ready for it? When? Friday? Tomorrow?
It was yesterday.
Yesterday? Oh, okay. That's not bad. You still have, that's the only test, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. I see. Yeah. You want to have anxiety before the break, when you study for your exam.
Yeah.
But okay, good. Thanks for sharing. Okay, anyway, let's label what we need. T is what we're solving for. Y would be 3. S is 2. Z is 1. So yeah, they are all similar sides here. I mean, they give 1 per 1 and 1 per 1. Okay, so T over 1. This is the easiest one, by the way. I thought it'd be something tricky. T over 1 as to 2 over 3. So if you notice, you don't need to cross multiply because a variable divided by 1 it's itself. Therefore, the answer is 2/3. Did you know that though? I think you do, right? You don't have to cross multiply. It'll be the same
Yeah.
answer. Yeah, you get the same answer if you were to cross multiply. For example, if I cross multiply, imagine I'll keep the 1 there. So 2 times 1 is 2. T times 3 is 3t. Look, if you divide both sides by 3, you still get 2/3. If you didn't know, it's going to give you 2/3. But in later math, you can save a lot of time if you didn't know. If you proportionalize, look, even in later math, you're still going to proportionalize things, and it looks just like what you're doing here. You may have decimal and things, but sometimes you get a 1 underneath it. Immediately, the other side is the answer. If you didn't know that, by the way, okay, just in case, okay. But I proved that to you right here. Anyway, J 2/3, where J. Here it is, J, and that's it, I think, right? Could you make it out already? MA something? MA, I don't know. This is J, okay.
Pajama?
Pajama? I know her. Oh, yeah, wow, okay. Can you stop a monster from biting his nails? Can you tell when there is a monster in bed with you? Oh, yeah, you know what? Something like, yeah. Okay, on it. Maybe one more, if you don't mind. Tell me, is there anyone here that you think it's fancy or anything?
Maybe W.
W? Okay, let's do W here. Yeah, you got a bunch of decimal there. All right, let's do W. Oops. I'll label it for you. If you need to, you can eye my work here, so you don't have to redrawing. But I don't think your teacher will have to enforce you to draw everything. I don't believe, okay? Because you can just eye it if you do enough of it. You can just eye it, and the variable over something over variable. I think you can just eye it and set up the proportion easily. But okay, let's do W. All right. S is what you're solving for. Z is 3 on this side. Y 4.8. T 1.2. Yeah, okay. So they got all the sides, corresponding sides. Oh yeah. If you wonder what is the term when you get 1 per 1, 1 per 1, I keep saying it, like something like that. But it's called corresponding sides. When you do geometry, you're gonna have to actually, learn like a lot of vocab, terminologies, theorems, postulate, everything. So like, yeah, just rules and laws and properties and things that you have to follow. Anyway, all right, we can do. Look, I know that you can do however you can do like 1.2 over 3 s over that, but watch me do it. If you do enough, you'll know that you want the variable to be on top, okay, in the numerator. So here we go. I'm choosing s over 4.8. S2, I went this side to that side, so I have to do the same thing now. I have no choice. Yeah, don't pick and choose anything. I went here and go there. I have to do here to go there. So that means I'm going to take 1.2 this time. The first triangle, first component or first side of the triangle to this the side of the other one, Okay, here we go. It's 1.2 over 3. Okay. Now, there's some fancy math that you can do because you may not want to do this. 4.8 times 1.2. There's nothing wrong with it, but this here can be done, right? It's like 12 divided by 3, right? So it's really 4,
Yeah.
but it's 0.4. You move one decimal over. That's what I would rather do. And then just copy this down a little bit. It's not a big deal, I don't think. And then we get our answer immediately, faster. So from here, you can think 1 if you want, but you don't need to, because if you do, you can cross multiply. You're still going to get s by itself. Therefore, the s is going to be equal to this times that, So 4.8 times
Yeah.
0.4. All right. I'm glad I get to show you that one. I'm glad you chose it times 0.4. All right. It's 1.92, just like that. 1.92. Let me see where that is. Here it is. It's W right here. Anything anywhere else? No. But look, one of the answers that has like a lot of them of the same. Look at this. There's 3.9, 3.91, 3.91, 3.91 right here, and right here. Look at that. You got 4 of them. It's likely to be a vowel, like a vowel for sure. It's not going to be a consonant.
So probably O maybe.
Yeah, huh? If this were O, it'd be AO. What would that be? How would that be? It could be. It'd be interesting. Yeah, but that's the one I see the most. They call it the mode in statistics. Yeah. The number that repeats the most would be 3.91, which is the mode. I don't see any other one. Yeah, just that one. Anyway, I think it's going to be like a pick and choose kind of thing. Oh, don't forget, take out the letters. Sorry, I don't know which. We take out the letters. Sorry. What is that? That's gone. T. So that you don't have. I'm sure you've done it. E and F. We can do one more if you want. You were thinking, oh, you want to try it? Let's try O quickly.
Yeah.
But it's going to be labeled on this triangle here. Let's try it. That's kind of fun, by the way. If you're guessing like the letters or the vowels. So let's try it. A is missing. 11 is B here. E is 8, and D is 6. Okay, here we go. So that's the side labels. A over 6 as to 11 over 8. That's okay. All right, then it's going to be 8A equals 66. Divide both sides by 8. So A equals... Now, before you do long division or try to mix number it, you could. I don't think it matters. It's up to you, okay? I'll make it smaller, and then I'll do my mix number. It'll be half, and like this. I'd rather actually do a mix number with this reduced improper fraction. Half and half on that. Okay, 4 can go into 33 8 times, and remaining of 1. So it's 8 and 1/4. If it's a mixed number, here it is. Oh, yeah, it's 8 and 1/4. That's the only one. I think so. Anyway, is that right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the only one. All right. I know you can do the rest. Yeah, but don't forget to tell me what it is. Here is there's 2 answers for the Yeah, there's 2 questions for 2 answers. All right. Okay, I think you're gonna be okay. Do you want me to do more, or you think you're okay? To decode
I
the
think I'll
answers.
do one more.
Okay, which one do you want to pick? Try to
H.
H. Yeah, try to get. Let's see. I hope we get 3.91. H. Let's do H on this side of the equation. Yep. Now I cannot write. Oh, I thought I cannot. That's like quickly. All right, H. So we're doing H. So Z is what we're solving for. Oh, I'm glad you're actually check this out. I'm glad you picked this one. There's something fancy about it. You see that? Now, how do I label this? I'm gonna box this. If you were to draw it, you want to box it, and you'll see why in a second. And then T is what is that? T, where is T? T on this side is 4.39. Look at this. This is fancy stuff here. I didn't realize that until now. All right, let's do this one. I'm glad you picked it. So, all right, let's do this. Check it out. How do we do it? All right, watch. We're gonna solve for R, right? So R, let's set it the same way, proportion. So I'm gonna do R over X, okay, as to R over X. Let me double check. Yeah. What do I do? R over X as to 4.39 over what? Over Z.
Z.
Is that right? Okay. Okay. And you're solving for Z. Okay. Okay, now, are you ready for this? This is a trick problem. Did I actually set up correctly? Let me double check. Yeah. R over X as to 4.39 over Z. Yeah. Okay, now if you didn't quite pick up on this, this is how this works. Okay, now think about it, okay? Since these are the same, the R over X are the same, I'll make something up. It's like the simplest thing. Okay, I'll make R. I'll let R equals 99. Okay, I'm making this up. It doesn't matter. You can do a decimal if you want. But if you were to write R over X, what is that? Well, since X is also, because they're the same, that means X has to be 99. Do you follow? It's conditioned that
Yeah.
they're the same, they're equal to each other. So if you let one equals 99, the other one got to be 99. Therefore, it's 99 over 99. If you made this 99.1, therefore this is 99.1, therefore this is 99.1. 99. What is 99.1 divided by 99.1?
1.
What is 99 divided by 99?
1.
Therefore, this is 1, the whole thing. Look at that. Now, I should have actually, remember, now you get to learn why I was picking the variable to be in the numerator. You see? Now you see why. Now I have to continue to solve it, because you can't solve it when it's in the denominator. You see it? So you can still put it over 1 if you want, 1 over 1 if you want. But like pretend you choose R to be 1, and the other one got to be 1 too. If you want to think that way.
Yeah.
Then it cross multiply. So if I do that, it would be Z times 1, which is Z. The other side is just going to be 4.39. And that is the answer. I hope you're okay. Z times that times that. So the answer is 4.39. And that would be your H right here. Is that right? Yeah, H. Is there any more? Yeah, there's more here. H right there. And H right here. All right, you want to... And H right... Wow, look at this. H right here. Any more? That's it. We want to try to solve it. Let me see. I don't know. Not yet. But I'm sure you keep going, you'll be fine. Okay. Is that okay? Yeah,
Yeah.
let's...
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Hey, I know you can do it, but let me know what write it down somewhere, because you might forgot after 2 weeks vacation. A little more than that, by the way. Hey, thanks so much, Henry. Enjoy. Tell everyone, Carmen and Mom, Patty, yeah, happy holidays. Enjoy your break. I'll see you like the week after. Like, yeah. the week when you get back. All right. Hey, take care, okay? Happy holidays, okay? Enjoy your break. Bye, Henry. Take care, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.